Hey guys, are you watching? We are live now. Is is there anyone on the live stream who has joined us? Hey Rayuga Gaming, welcome to our live stream. So hey guys, today is day number 42 of our 45 days of code challenge, and I want to update one thing that how many questions I've solved in this series. Let me show you. I could solve only 228 problems out of 455. That is why I am extending the series. Like, I was not expecting that I will be appearing in interviews, because of which I could not continue in between few days. And I am updating it from 45 to 60 days. And we will try to solve the remaining problems in remaining 15 days. And I think that is possible, I guess. If not, then we will extend it to 90 days. But we will solve all the problem. Okay, thank you so much, Rayuga. That is really very motivating. And I'm only trying to learn the concepts as good as possible instead of just counting problems and solving all of them without even understanding the concept behind them. So today we will be solving sliding window and two pointers combined. So let's get started. Thank you, Rayuga. When did you discover about my channel? Yesterday or today? Okay. Thank you so much for joining and interacting. So let's get started. Let me update on Notion as well. Today is day number 42. All the best for the future journey. Thank you so much, buddy. And by the way, in which semester you are right now? Like currently in which semester you are? Are you also in the final year or you're in third year, fifth semester? 13 was empty. Yesterday we had solved LRU problem, and we will solve the LFU problem later. I don't want to get into that. Today we will solve sliding window and two pointer problems. So let's copy it. Day number 52. It is stack number 10, sliding window and two pointers. Yesterday I was thinking ke now from now on I should not focus on number of problem. Instead I should solve only one or two problem every single day. But I realized कि मैंने challenge तो 45 days का लिया था और 455 problem solve करने का just 45 days में. So how can I forget that I need to complete the challenge as quickly as possible. So I'm not giving up. That is why now if I could not solve it in 45 days, then I will try to solve it in 60 days maybe, right? So the lecture number one, that is medium problems. Although I'm also managing my final year placement season and my 7th semester and some exams with it. So it is not bad at all. Medium problems, and what are they? Longest substring, maximum consecutive ones, put into basket, longest repeating character replacement, binary subarray with some. Let me just set up few things before starting. YouTube. Let's go. The first problem is longest substring without repeating character. So let's add it. Next one is maximum consecutive ones put into the basket and longest repeating character replacement. We will try to solve around 5 to 6 problems today. Number of fruits in the basket and fruits into the basket and longest repeating character replacement. It is fruits into basket. Repeating character replacement. So let's see if I have solved it already. Hmm. Firstly, let us revise the template, how to actually solve sliding window problems. Then we will do it. Yesterday I was showcasing my project. There are so many things. Desktop, 45 days of code. Now is it visible? So we had created this queue implementation using stack file, and similarly we will create. Okay, yesterday we had not created day 41 folder. We will create file for sliding window and pointer revision. So it has created a prompt in which Copilot will prepare a comprehensive beginner-friendly learning guide that helps anyone understand and master the sliding window and two-pointer technique for solving problems in Java, especially as used in leak code. Okay, introduction, explain sliding window, what, when to use them, difference and overlap between the two approaches. Simple illustration, dry run, explain key terms, fixed window, variable window, left pointer, right pointer, window condition. Include pattern, expand, contract, shrink until valid, move one pointer conditionally. Core intuition, emphasize the reasoning behind using these techniques instead of brute force. Explain time complexity improvement from O n squared to O of n. Discuss window validity. Paste the prompt in our Copilot and we create our file and let's wait for it. Till then, if you have any doubt or query, you can ask. And let's understand our own intuition that we know. What is sliding window and two pointer? There you go. This is the solution of yesterday's LRU cache problem. How beautifully, wonderfully I have explained it. So, what is a sliding window? Sliding window is a task is completed. Let's see what it has created. We are back. Sorry. Okay. Let's see what is sliding window, when and why. Outside. So track a dynamic range window within arrays or string that moves by adding removing element at the end. Two pointer used to indices that traverse the data structure from same or different direction to exploit order or constraint. Okay, when and why, overlap and difference, real world analogy, reading text through a moving magnifier that shows only a few characters. Nested loop with a single pass where each pointer moves at most n steps, maintain running metrics, sum of numeric window frequency map for character problems or counter tracking remaining budget, valid window logic expand until constraint breaks, shrinks until restored, capture best measurements along the way. Two pointer optimization use sorted order or monotonic relationships to discard impossible combination without full scan. Learning path easy, pair sum in sorted array. Move zeros to pointer and same directions. Squares of a sorted array. Opposite and two pointer maximum sum subarray of size k. Count occurrence of an anagram. Longest substring without repeating character. Let's solve it directly. Let's read the problem, what it says. We are given a string as find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. We need to find the longest substring without repeating character. So for the occurrence of repeating character, we need to maintain a hash map, okay, which will take care of the frequency of characters. Okay, let's say we are given a string and string name Harshit. अच्छा टेस्ट केस ही उठा लेंगे. Why do I waste time doing nothing? Let's say this is the string that is our input, sample input. Okay, so it has A, B, C, A, B, C, P, and P. Let's B. Let's also B. Let's C. Let's B. It's A, B, B, A, C, P, P. Okay, so suppose this is the given array and we need to find out the longest substring without repeating character. Okay, so to know that the string is the longest, we need to maintain a length variable which will maintain the longest substring that we have already encountered without repeating character. And what do we need? We need a hash map which will store the occurrence of characters. Hash map by the stroke length is stroke width is so much. Okay. No, wait. Oops. Okay. Hmm. See, we will maintain two pointers. One is left, one is right. Initially, both will be pointing to. Why is the stroke? Okay. Now it's good. So initially, both the left pointer and right pointer will be pointing to the first index, that is right, that is left, and we will, okay, not at 0, at -1 index. So both are pointing at -1 initially, and when we are encountering the first character in the string, we will move the right pointer and the left pointer both at 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. It feels so boring, right? Doing same thing again and again. And for solving it using sliding window, what we will do, we will use two pointers, a left pointer, that is equals to, let's say, L, and right pointer, RIGHT होता है, right? What am I doing? Right pointer is equals to R. Okay. this. And then one more thing, we need to maintain a hash map which will store the frequency of characters. So we will create an array of characters. If it contains only lowercase characters, constraint is as consists of English letters, digits, symbol, and spaces. So it will contain all the possible characters of English language. We can use a hash set. Okay, hash set क्या करता है? It stores values in order, unique values. Okay, so what will happen? Okay, we will maintain two pointers. एक तो होगा left pointer initially 0. Left pointer is equals to 0 initially, and one pointer will be max len. Zero and max len is equals to 0 initially. Okay, this will be the first thing. After that, we will run a for loop from starting to the end. Initially, left pointer कहाँ point कर रहा है? Let's make pointers with this color, and first index per, and we will start uh, right pointer, like we will run a for loop and will start from the 0th index and point the right pointer at 0th index. Okay, and then we will check each character in the string. Okay, for int r is equals to 0, say अच्छा इसको तो टाइप ही करो यार, my handwriting is not that good. So we will run a for loop starting from right, int r is equals to 0, r less than s dot length, okay, and r plus piece. Okay, what we are doing, we are just iterating r pointer from first index to the last index. Okay, so r pointer will get updated when r will become 1. The window will contain a and b into the window, and we will insert these values in the hash set which only contains unique values. Okay, and we will check if it already exists in the set. If we are encountering b, we will check if the hash set already contains B. If it does not contains, we will insert B into the set and move the R pointer to the next character. Okay, and then we will check the next character. If it is already existing in the hash set, if it exists, then we will update the window. Okay, so in this we will take each character ch is equals to s dot character add r. Okay, it will return the character on the right pointer, or the index on which right pointer is pointing. After that we will check if the character which is returned by which is stored at the index at which our right is pointing is already there in the hash set. Okay, इसके भी पहले we will have to create a set of characters hash set. Okay, and after that we will check for each character if set contains the current character, we will remove from the left and update from the right. अच्छा ये वाला part अपन we will do it later. If duplicate is found, we will shrink the window from left. That means L plus plus. Okay, उसके पहले let's write the logic to add the current character to the set. So we will just simply set dot add ch and update the maximum length by max length is equals to math dot max of max len comma right minus left plus 1. Okay, this will return the length of the current window, and after that we will close the for loop and return max len. This is how simple it is. The sliding window. Let's do it. Let's create a set of character. Character set is equals to new hash set. Okay, and then we'll create int left or L is equals to 0, and int max len is also equals to 0 initially. After that we will run a for loop in r or right is equals to 0, r less than s dot length, and r is r plus plus. Okay, so we are running right pointer from the first index to the last index of the given string. After that we will simply okay, first we will take characters. So chr character ch is equals to s dot character at r. Okay, and after that we will add the current character to the hash set, which will check for the frequency of the current character and update max len variable with the maximum length, or the between the max length and current max. Okay, to match dot max of max len comma r minus l plus 1. Okay, and if we encounter a duplicate, what we will do, we will remove from the left. और तब तक कंटेन करेंगे जब तक करंट कैरेक्टर रिमूव नहीं हो जाता करंट विंडो से. So while set dot contains ch, then we will set dot remove s dot character at l, that is left. We will remove the leftmost character and then update the value of l. Mm, this is it. After that we will return max len. Let's run it. And submit. Beat 69% of solutions. This is done. Longest substring without repeating character and maximum consecutive ones. Let's read the problem. It says, given a binary array nums and an integer k, return the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array if you can flip at most k zeros. So 4, 3, 4 plus 2, that is 6. First, we will find the maximum number of consecutive ones and number of zeros in that subarray. Okay, this problem can also be solved using sliding window. And let's see how. This is maximum consecutive ones. So we are given an array of zeros and ones, binary array. Okay, and we need to count the number of zeros which It is not number of zeros but number of consecutive ones. That is maximum if we can flip k number of zeros. Okay, so किस साइज की array बन गया 3 plus 3 6. Okay, 6 4 10 1 11 extra size की array होगी. So let's say here we have 1. So let's say this is the given array, and we will copy it, and let's try run how we can solve it using sliding window. Okay, so we will start with L is equals to 0, that is the left pointer, and R is also is equals to 0 but will be iterating through a for loop. Okay, R is equals to 0 and will go from 0 to n. Okay, n is equals to 11. Now let's say initially, okay, we will also have a hash set. uh, Set, okay, which will, okay, we don't need hash set, sorry. So we just need consecutive ones. Okay, only if we encounter ones we will keep moving forwards and will count the number of zeros. Okay, we need count of number of zeros. If we have number of zeros equals to k, then only we will move forward, otherwise we will shrink from the left. So in the given problem k is equals to 2. Okay, so we are doing the dry run how we are going to solve it. So what we will do initially, the left pointer is pointing at the first index, that is index is equals to 0. Okay, and we will move forward if the next element is, we will first check the condition that when we are moving forward the number count is less than k. When if c is less than k, then only we will update the value of r as +1. Okay, r will move forward. Okay, and then we will update the length of consecutive ones. So we also need to maintain our max length, that is our answer, max length, which will store the length of the longest substring or window of consecutive ones. Initially it is 0. the window is of size 2 in the next step, and similarly it will go on. Okay, in the first step, R became L was equals to 0, R was equals to 1, and count is still 0. Count is the number of zeros. Okay, C is 0, which is less than K. K is nothing but 2, and C is still 0. Okay, and the size of window has increased. And in the next step, we will move forward R with by one index, and the window will increase. After that, R will point to the next index, and now we have encountered 0. So the value of C will become 1 now. Value of C will increase, that is 1, which is not greater than K is equals to 2. Okay, so we will move forward. That means we will still increase the value of or the index of right. We will again move forward the right index by one place. This time R will move forward and the size of window will increase. And the count of zeros will become 2. Okay, this time it is not less than but equal to. Okay, so but equal to, but after that the number of 0 will become greater than the given size. Okay, if we try to increase it, the count of zeros will increase, and also we have to update. So what we will do, we will just simply remove the last one and decrease the window, and keep doing it until the count of 0 is less than K. So it will become 2 again, and then we will move forward and we'll keep doing it until it is equals to this. And at this point the max line will be equals to 6. Okay, let me think of its solution. Let's say we have int left is equals to 0, comma max length is equals to 0, comma 0 count is also equals to 0. After that, for int right is equals to 0, right less than nums dot length right plus plus. Now we will check if nums of right is equals to 0. We will simply increase the count of 0, 0 count plus plus. Okay, now if we have more than k zeros, we will shrink the window. So while 0 count is greater than k, given k is in lowercase, so then what we will do, we will check if the leftmost number is 0, then we will decrease the count of zeros. Okay, nums of left is equals to 0, then we will decrease the count of 0 count minus minus, and left will be plus plus. We will shrink from left. Okay, and after that we will update the max len. Max len is equals to math dot max of max len comma right minus left plus 1. Okay, after that we will return max len. Okay, and let's run it. It is running and let's submit it. And it's a good solution also. So it was easy, not that difficult. Fruit into the basket. But it is not available on lead code. Fruit into basket. Sir, Java hai kya? Yes, bro, it is Java. And I'm not teaching, I'm learning myself. I'm in final year, okay? So I'm just documenting my own coding session. So I'm not a teacher, I'm learning myself, okay? And I make many mistakes. So don't judge me. You are visiting a farm that has single row of fruit trees arranged from left to right. The trees are represented by an integer array of fruits, where fruits I is the type of fruit the ith tree produces. What does it mean? You're visiting a farm that has a single row of fruit trees. Okay, arranged from left to right. The trees are represented by an integer array fruits. Okay, type of fruit the ith tree produces. You want to collect as much fruit as possible. However, the owner has some strict rules that you must follow. You only have two baskets, and each basket can only hold a single type of fruit. There is no limit on amount of fruit each basket can hold. Starting from any tree of your choice, you must pick exactly one fruit from every tree, including the start tree. While moving to the right, the picked fruits must fit in one of your basket. Hmm. डिप्लोमा जावा प्रोग्रामिंग इन सी बैक है. व्हाट आर यू सेइंग? जावा प्रोग्रामिंग में बैक है या फिर प्रोग्रामिंग इन सी में बैक है, या फिर जावा अलग प्रोग्रामिंग इन सी अलग, दो सब्जेक्ट में बैक है? पढ़ाई करो और क्या, बैक का एग्जाम दो. एंड इन विच सेमेस्टर यू आर राइट नाउ ब्रो? दैट इज सिंपल. Study, bro, study. Given the integer array of fruits, return the maximum number of fruits you can pick. 1 to 1. You are in fourth semester. And how many backs you have? Two back in Java and programming in C. So we can solve it using hash map and a sliding window. Okay. You have notes? No, bro, you can find it on the internet. So many notes available on the internet. Forget it. You can search for it on the internet. There are plenty of resources available. Let's solve this problem. We will maintain a hash map for storing the frequency if it already exists. So map of integer comma integer map is equals to new hash map. Okay, int left is equals to 0 and max length is equals to 0. What we need to do is we need to find the maximum number of fruits that we can pick and store in our two baskets, which can contain only one type of fruit. Okay, suppose so we just need to count the so we can count the duplicates. Okay, so we can only pick duplicate values from the two types. So we need to return the longest subarray that contains at most two distinct fruit types. So what we will do, we will add fruit in our basket only if we have two distinct types. Okay. And we will shrink from left if we encounter more than two distinct fruits. Okay. So how we can do that? And we will maintain the max length variable which will store the maximum length. That is the count of number of fruits that we have already. So if we have more than two fruit types, we will shrink the window. I think this will work. Mm, This is the problem number 3 for today. That is fruits into the basket. We are given an array nums which represents the trees of same type. So let's do it. Let's say we will run a for loop which will iterate the right pointer int right is equals to 0 while right is less than fruits dot length comma right plus plus, and then we will check if that fruit already exists in our basket that we have, and we will return the count and insert it into the map again. So we will do map dot put, and we will check if fruits at index right is there. Then we will, if it is not there, we will put it as 1. That means we will increase the count of fruit of that particular type of fruit in the hash map. So map, otherwise we will increase the count, okay, if it already exists and it has some count. So map dot get or default fruits at right comma 0. That is default if it is 0 plus 1. Okay, so it will return the actual count if it already exists, otherwise it will return 0 plus 1. Okay, default value is 0 and then it will add 1 into it. Okay, So the hash map value will get updated, and then we will run a while loop. If more than two type of root are there in the hash map, we will shrink the window. While map dot size is greater than 2, then we will shrink the window. So int lf left fruit is equals to lf is equals to fruits at left, and then we will update map dot put lf lf comma map dot get lf, that is the left foot lf minus 1. That means the frequency will be reduced. When we are reducing the window from left, we will reduce the count of fruits of that particular type. Okay, and if map dot get of left, sorry, lf becomes equals to 0, then we will remove left fruit from the map. Map dot remove lf from the hash map, and after that we will update left आज तो नींद आ रही है. The value of left will be increased outside of the if condition, and after the while loop we will update the max length is equals to math dot max of max length comma right minus left plus 1, then we will return max length. Okay, let's run it. यहाँ पे आएगा कॉमा एल एफ इंट एल एफ सही तो है, एल एफ एल एफ एल एफ एल एफ होगा यहाँ पे. कितने आ रहा था टोटल? I think they are fixed now. Okay, it is working. Let's submit it. It worked now as well, but the time complexity is not that great, but it is fine. Let's move to the next problem. Longest repeating character replacement. You are given a string s and an integer k. You can choose any character of string and change it to any other uppercase English character. You can perform this operation at most k times. Return the length of the longest substring containing the same letter you can get after performing the above operation. You are given a string s and an integer k. You can choose any character of the string and change it to any uppercase English character. You can perform this operation at most k times. Okay, we need to return the length of longest substring containing same letter. That means same alphabet. Okay, this time it is consecutive character. Is happening in the live stream. You are given a string S and an integer K. So we just need to return the count of alphabets. Let's say this is the test case, and fruits into the basket is solved already. This is longest repeating character replacement. And we are given this input A B A B A B B A, and we need to return the longest substring with repeating character replacement. Okay, and K is equals to 1. So how can we find out? We have K is equals to 1. Okay, K is equals to 1, and we need to return the length of the longest substring without with repeating characters only. If we can flip some of the letters K number of times. This problem is tricky. We have a window. Suppose we calculated we will need multiple variables. Let's say initially we are encountering the first character in the given string. Okay, the pointer is right now pointing to the first index only. Okay, so the step one will be A into the sliding window. Okay, and the window will contain 1 comma 0. Hey bro, how are you? Same. What is your name actually? Same Khan. Sameer. Okay, I'm good too, bro. Just confused how to solve this problem. Uh, I think I can, but I am not getting any full intuition. Okay, how should I solve it? We can maintain a window of characters, but how do I count the length? We need to track the most frequent character within a substring and flip the least frequent character in that substring with the most frequent character. Okay. Samir, are you still watching? If you're watching, tell me in which semester you are and what are you doing currently. Are you studying DSA or web development? What do you do nowadays? You're in third year. Have you solved this problem, longest repeating character replacement? And are you able to think of its solution or the first approach? How should we approach it? We have solved similar problems. We have k is equals to 1 in this problem and similar problem. Sorry, bro, my memory is a little weak in remembering the names. I was more into my project yesterday when I was talking to you. I forgot. Now I will remember. Samir is in third year. We can maintain a hash map. Okay. Hash array of characters. Okay. Starting from 0 to 26, which will maintain the frequency of capital letters in English. Okay. When we encounter A, we will update the value at A by 1. Okay. So we will do plus 1 when we encounter 1. Okay. And expand the window. Okay. So in the first step, when we encountered 1, we will expand the window pointer is at 1. We have increased the frequency of A by 1. So A is already encountered. And the right pointer will move forward. And then we will update the value and check if it is already there. You had also told me that you have not learned a single language. I'm really sorry, bro. I forgot. Now I remember that you have not learned any language yet. You reminded me. Mm, After that, the frequency of 1 will get updated. Now it will become 2. And it is simply like the first character is A in the hash array and the last character is Z, capital Z. Okay, and we are just counting the frequency of A. So the frequency of A will get increased. And 0 represents the capital A and 26 represents capital Z. That is, and here we will have the frequency 2 at 0th index. That means the number of A's in the window is 2. So now the window is of size 2. Now you want to know how to start. Bro, start with any language. Like you are in third year, right? And कोई तो लैंग्वेज पढ़ी होगी ना कभी कुछ तो लाइक एक्सपोजर लिया होगा किसी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज का या बिल्कुल छुआ ही नहीं है किसी लैंग्वेज को start with Python if you have not learned any language. हाँ C++ and Python Java तीनों लैंग्वेज पढ़ी है अभी you were saying that you have not learned any language. Start with the basics, bro. Learn the basics in one weak and start solving problems. Easy problems first, then start solving medium problems. And practice every day. You are not able to solve questions, learn the basics. मतलब you can't learn everything without solving problem. मुझे भी problem होती थी. Like let's say basics क्या होता है? किसी भी language में you will learn about data types. Okay, you will learn about data types. That is very basic. किसी भी language को पढ़ोगे, you will learn about data types. Okay, you will learn about keywords and identifiers. पहले data types का fundamental clear करो. एंड कीवर्ड्स एंड आइडेंटिफायर्स को क्लियर करो, सिंटैक्स को क्लियर करो कि सिंटैक्स कैसे लिखते हैं. आफ्टर दैट फोर लूप, वाइल लूप, टू वाइल लूप, लाइक सिंपल क्वेश्चंस करो उनके. ओके, सिंपल सिंपल क्वेश्चंस. चैट जीपीटी से पूछो कि उस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक के अराउंड सिंपलेस्ट क्वेश्चंस दे तुम्हें, एंड यू हैव टू राइट द लॉजिक फॉर इट, एंड चैट जीपीटी विल गिव फीडबैक कि तुम कहाँ गलती कर रहे हो, वे यू कैन इम्प्रूव. राइट. ओके. एंड आफ्टर दैट, जब तुम्हारा ये बेसिक्स हो जाए ना, जैसे कि फोर लूप, लूप्स एंड लॉजिकल स्टेटमेंट्स, कंडीशनल्स, लूप्स के बारे में पढ़ो थोड़ा. लूप्स एंड कंडीशनल. कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट्स. You try to find the largest number you are not able to do. इनिशियली मुझसे भी वही प्रॉब्लम होता था ब्रो, लाइक मुझसे भी सॉल्व नहीं होता था. लेट मी शो यू. लेट मी शो यू. ओके. Here is the list of some problems that I was trying to solve in this DSA roadmap. I had created this checklist of problems on every topic I was solving. Before starting this series, I was solving these problems by myself. Okay, and from array, ये array के जब problems कर रहा था, तो the first problem was to find the maximum and minimum in an array, जो कि easy question है, बहुत ही easy question है, but मुझसे नहीं बनता था. To be honest, मुझसे नहीं बनता था. रिवर्सिंग एन एरे, ये भी मुझसे नहीं बनता था. सेकंड लार्जेस्ट एलिमेंट, ये भी नहीं होता था मुझसे. एंड ये बहुत पुरानी बात नहीं है, 3 महीने पहले की बात है, जब मैं ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करता था और मुझसे नहीं होते थे, लिटरली. बट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम आई आस्क्ड चैट जीपीटी कि भाई चैट जीपीटी तू बता दे यार कैसे सॉल्व करना है इनको. बट देन चैट जीपीटी प्रोवाइडेड मी विथ सम लॉजिक कि हाउ आई कैन अप्रोच द maximum and minimum. Then I learned about making variables के maximum variable को, like let me show you. Are you still there listening to me? Mhm. Second largest element. Okay, largest element of the array problem. Okay, See, we are given an array, we need to find the largest element from the array. Okay, so simply what we will do, we will run a for loop. Okay, for int I is equals to 0, while I is less than array dot length, we will increase the value of I by 1 after every iteration. Okay, एंड अब यहाँ पे मैं कैसे कंफ्यूज हो मतलब मुझे इंट्यूशन ही नहीं आता था, बट अभी मेरे को पता है कि व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल क्रिएट अ वेरिएबल, we will create a variable named int max is equals to 0. Okay, but इसमें भी लाइक लॉजिक होता है कि जीरो क्यों नहीं रखना है, वैसे जीरो रख सकते हैं सपोजिंग कि जीरो इज द स्मॉलेस्ट वैल्यू. ओके, एंड देन वी विल कंटेन, मतलब we will check, not contain, we will check if array of I, that means the current number in the array, is greater than max, then we will update the value of max by array of I. Are you getting? मतलब सिंपल अप्रोच मैं बताता हूँ कि वी आर गिवन एन एरे. आई एम टेलिंग ना, मुझे भी नहीं पता था. लाइक अभी मैंने ये किया ना, दिस थिंग, ये जो वेरिएबल क्रिएट किया इंटीजर मैक्स, ये मुझे पहले नहीं आता था, मेरे दिमाग में भी नहीं आता था, बट आई आस्क्ड चैट जीपीटी. मैंने ट्यूटोरियल्स देखे, कुछ कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स के सॉल्यूशन देखे. पहले मुझे नहीं आ रहा था, तो मतलब मैं क्या करता था, मैं सॉल्यूशन पे जाता था. तुम्हें कोई क्वेश्चन सॉल्व ना हो तो ऐसे सर्च करना, वही सेम प्रॉब्लम, लार्जेस्ट एलिमेंट ऑफ द एरे ऑफ एरे. ओके, मैं अभी भी करता हूँ कई बार जब मुझसे नहीं होता है. मैंने ये किया, उसके बाद में जहाँ से मैंने प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चन पे गया था उसकी जगह मैं यहाँ पे जीएफजी पे लार्जेस्ट एलिमेंट इन द एरे इसके सॉल्यूशन पे जाऊंगा. ओके, नाउ रीड. यहाँ पे ना तीन अप्रोचेस दिए हैं: इटरेटिव अप्रोच, रिकर्सिव अप्रोच और लाइब्रेरी मेथड. तो सबसे पहले इटरेटिव जो ब्रूट फोर्स अप्रोच होता है ना, यू डो you are asking why to take maximum is equals to 0, or you are saying that you don't know. देखो मैक्स को ना वैसे तो ऐसे लेना चाहिए, इंटीजर डॉट मिन वैल्यू, मिन अंडरस्कोर वैल्यू. ये इस वेरिएबल के बारे में भी मैं इसी प्रॉब्लम से सीखा था फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. इससे पहले ना मुझे शायद किसी ने नहीं बताया था. देखो मैं बताता हूँ. सपोज क्वेश्चन क्या कहता है, सिंपलेस्ट प्रॉब्लम है ना, कि वी नीड टू फाइंड द लार्जेस्ट एलिमेंट इन द गिवन एरे. एरे क्या होता है, एरे के बारे में पता है, यू नो व्हाट इज एन एरे. एरे इज अ डेटा स्ट्रक्चर विच स्टोर्स डेटा ऑफ सेम टाइप्स इन कॉन्टिग्यूअस मेमोरी लोकेशन. राइट, ये डेफिनेशन पढ़ा होगा तुमने. जो अब एरे के डेफिनेशन पे नहीं जा रहा हूँ मैं. एंड सपोज इट स्टोर्स रैंडम नंबर्स 9 को 1 4 6 3 8 7 9 5. ओके, लेट्स से दीज आर द नंबर्स. अब इसके सबसे सिंपलेस्ट अप्रोच क्या होगा कि हम इटरेटिव अप्रोच लें, फोर लूप लगाएं, फोर लूप से आई पॉइंटर को इटरेट करें. व्हेन आई इज इक्वल्स टू 0, we are pointing at the zeroth index. Okay, this is the index 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, and so on, 6 and 7. Okay, we will run a for loop. ये वाला तो सिंपल है, लाइक तुमने देखा होगा, प्रॉब्लम्स देखे होंगे ऐसे फोर लूप को कैसे रन करते हैं. तो जब फोर लूप पे i इज इक्वल्स टू 0 होगा, वी आर पॉइंटिंग एट दिस नंबर एंड द नेम ऑफ आवर एरे इज nums or arr. So suppose it is arr, and you know that to get the value at a particular index we use this syntax mostly in any language, all the language. Okay, so what we will do, we will use conditional statement if the current element. यहाँ पे देखो, तुम्हें क्या समझ नहीं आ रहा था कि y to take max is equals to 0. अभी we need to compare all the values and we need to find the maximum number. Okay, अगर if the array was like, अगर array के अंदर सारे नेगेटिव नंबर्स होते, सपोज we are taking maximum variable to store the largest value in the array. We will check for each value. पहले first value को check करेंगे if and compare it with the max value. Initially max की value क्या थी? 0, right? Then we will update its value with 1, क्योंकि जो अभी तक जितने भी नंबर एनकाउंटर किए उसमें सबसे बड़ी वैल्यू थी 1. Okay, we are only maintaining max variable to store the maximum value that we have encountered till now. After that we will move I is equals to 1. Okay, जब I is equals to 1 हो जाएगा तो maximum value 4 होगी. We will compare it with the current max value, that is 4. Then we will store, मतलब we will update the value inside max with 4. Now max will become 4. Okay, then we will move one step forward. Now I will become 2, and the number at the second index is 6, which is greater than the previously max value. Max पे क्या वैल्यू थी? 4. तो मैक्स की वैल्यू अपडेट होके क्या हो जाएगी? 6. तो सिमिलरली ये जो मैक्स वैल्यू वेरिएबल है ना, ये बस ये स्टोर करने के लिए यूज करते हैं कि मैक्सिमम वैल्यू जो भी हमने एनकाउंटर की है अभी तक, इसमें भी. और देख, मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ इतने अच्छे से, बट इसके अंदर सॉल्यूशन दिया होगा. इनने भी वही किया है कि मैक्स वेरिएबल क्रिएट किया उसमें. ओके, जीरो की जगह ये भी कर सकते हो कि फर्स्ट वेरिएबल को स्टोर कर दो मैक्स के अंदर.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing
Let
great.
me learn how
So
to
in this
teach.
video, we'll be discussing first problem in array series. If you're not aware of array data structure, I would highly recommend just watch the previous video of this series. You will be able to understand what array data structure is, and then you can hop onto this video. So
Okay.
this video's problem is largest element in array. Okay, we'll start from basic. Don't worry if you have zero knowledge of how to do coding and all that. We will start from basics. You learn data structure algorithms. So let's see this problem. What they're saying in this problem is that you are given an array. The task is to find the largest element in it. Okay. So in input
We are getting a
is what you
little
will be
bit
given in the
because you're
question.
not.
So this array is given to you, and in the output they are expecting what they are expecting, the largest element. What is the largest element in this array? 90, right? So 90 will be the output. Basically, output means that you have to give whatever they want to find, right? Whatever they are asking us to find, you have to give that in the output. Okay. If you see, the expected time complexity is O of n and expected auxiliary space is O of 1. Don't worry what these terms means. Don't worry. I would you will be probably element is fine. Okay. And this means that the any value in the array will be can be from 0 to 10 raised to power 5. Okay, that's in Java or C++ building. We will learn mostly here. Okay, so let's see. First of all, anytime you get an array, right? Anytime you get an array, first of all, do the indexing of that array. What is indexing, right? 2. Okay, what is the largest? Which is the largest? Okay, this is the largest. This can be largest. I don't know which will be the. Just to check which is the maximum element, which is the largest element. So I will iterate this array, and initially what I will do, right? I value in initial see whether 8 is greater than the maximum element. Yes, it's greater because maximum element is what? It's 1. So 8 is greater than 1. Hence, it is now I will become 2. I is storing the index, okay? So I will become 2. Now ARR of I is what? 1 greater. We will just simply move our I forward. T is what?
Teaching is
56
not
is greater
easy.
than maximum element. What
Learning
is
is
maximum?
easy,
8.
but teaching is
Yes,
not
56
easy.
is great. Whether 90 is greater than maximum, taken a variable max. Then what we will do? We will assign maximum element to be ARR of I. Well, maximum element, initialize it with 0. If you understood the problem
She's solving using
and the approach.
Python. I hope you're getting it. What is this complexity? टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ एन है क्योंकि सिंपल फोर लूप लगा रहे हैं ना, फोर लूप की टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी एन होती है वर्स्ट केस में. एंड ये वाला जो वैल्यू लिखा हुआ है ना, ये इंटीजर डॉट मिन वैल्यू, इट स्टोर्स द लोएस्ट पॉसिबल वैल्यू ऑफ एन इंटीजर इनटू द मैक्स वेरिएबल. ओके, तो अगर एरे के अंदर नेगेटिव वैल्यूज भी होंगी ना, तो वो भी मैक्सिमम में स्टोर हो जाएंगी क्योंकि इंटीजर की लोएस्ट वैल्यू मैक्स में स्टोर्ड है करंटली. लेट्स गेट बैक टू आवर ओन प्रॉब्लम that we were solving. Longest repeating character replacement and binary subarray with some number of substring containing all three characters. Maximum point you can contain from cards, obtain from cards. Solve binary subarray problem. Binary subarray with sum. Given a binary array nums and an integer goal, return the number of non-empty subarray with some goal. Binary array nums and an integer goal, return the number of non-empty subarrays with some goal. Number of subarrays. A subarray is a contiguous part of the array. One, two, Okay, zero are also there. It can be solved using a for loop, but if we are using a sliding window, it can also be solved using that. We can solve this problem using prefix sum, and for each position, can you give me logic building questions? Bro, there are so many questions in Striver's A to Z sheet. Open it, search on Google Striver A to Z sheet, and start solving these problems. First, learn about the user input, open the resources freely available, learn about these basic things, then get back to the page, update it as done, mark it as done, then learn about data types, if else statements, and if you have learned about these problems, just move to the next step, that is building up logic, then solve these pattern problems. That means write program in your VS Code printing these patterns. ये पैटर्न्स कैसे प्रिंट करते हैं इनका लॉजिक लिखना अराउंड 15 पैटर्न नंबर 15 तक तो सारे प्रॉब्लम्स तुमसे खुद से सॉल्व हो जाने चाहिए ट्राई टू सॉल्व दीज प्रॉब्लम्स बाय योरसेल्फ बाकी ये 19 20 21 को छोड़ देना वो समझ नहीं आएगा नहीं तो सॉल्व इट ऑन VS कोड ना ब्रो आई हैव सॉल्व्ड दीज क्वेश्चंस इन माय लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑन day 1 let me show you go to my channel and go to my channel this live stream and go to the oldest video that I have on my channel which is day 1 जिस दिन मैं बहुत ज़्यादा nervous था and start watching it from arrays in Java, loops in Java, methods in Java. Arrays के elements को access and print कर सकते Who said के questions show नहीं होते हैं मैंने ये पूरी लाइव स्ट्रीम की हुई है डे 1 की जिसमें सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं ओके
by value.
Okay, let's see it. Saurabh Singh is saying try two pointers with goal and goal plus one subarrays as sum and minus them. Okay, I will try. Provide value. Let's do that problem. Fruit in basket, writing. So we will count the number of subarrays whose sum is less than equals to goal and less than equals to goal minus 1, and we will find the difference. So okay, let's do that. We will create a helper method. Private int at most int nums is the input and int goal is the maximum sum if goal is less than 0, return 0. That means no subarray is found because the sum is 0. मतलब sum is less than 0, that is negative, क्योंकि कोई sum negative नहीं हो सकता. And start, the left pointer is 0, int left is equals to 0, and sum is also equals to 0, and count is equals to 0. Count is the number of subarrays. Then for int I is equals to 0, not I but right is equals to 0, and right is less than nums dot length, and right plus plus. Okay, for loop, and sum will get updated. Sum plus equals to nums at right. Okay, कहाँ है square bracket? Okay, after that अगर जो सम है वो गोल से एक्सीड हो जाएगा तो वी विल shrink the window from left side. Okay, so first we will add the number at right, and then we will use while loop while sum is greater than goal. Then we will reduce from left, so sum minus equals to nums at left. ठीक है, लेफ्ट पॉइंटर जहाँ पॉइंट कर रहा है उस पॉइंट पे जो भी एलिमेंट है उसको हम सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देंगे सम में से, एंड लेफ्ट की वैल्यू को इंक्रीज कर देंगे, मतलब इंडेक्स को इंक्रीज कर देंगे बाय 1. Now we have to store the count of subarrays. तो valid subarrays कौन कौन से हो जाएंगे? तो all the subarrays starting from left and ending at right are valid. तो count कितना हो जाएगा? Count plus equals to right minus left plus 1. Okay, and after that we will return the count. That means the number of subarrays in which the goal or the sum is less than equal to goal. Okay, this is simple logic, and the number of subarrays with given sum will be equals to the difference between goal and goal minus 1. वो फॉर्मूला पढ़ा होगा ना, sum of AP वाला. In this we will return at most nums comma goal minus at most nums comma goal. गोल की स्पेलिंग गलत कर दी होगी कई जगह, तो गोल minus 1. अब आई थिंक इट विल वर्क, मतलब पूरा लॉजिक तो सौरभ भाई ने बता दिया, जो मेन फैक्टर था इसका, सोचने ही नहीं पड़ा कुछ. मैं तो कुछ पता नहीं मैं कितना परेशान होता इतनी सी चीज़ के लिए। इसके अलावा और कोई अप्रोच है क्या इसकी? ये तो वैसे इजी वाला था ना, हो जाता ही है। लेट्स सबमिट। 59%। 2 millisecond. Still, it's not the best resolution. It took only 2 milliseconds to run. Okay, let's mark it as done. Today I'm feeling like I will solve all the problems in one day. Count number of nice subarray. Nice subarray क्या होता है? Given an array of integer nums and an integer k, a contiguous subarray is called nice if there are k odd numbers on it. If there are k odd numbers on it. Subarray. So we need to maintain the count of odd numbers less than equals to k. Okay, we will extend the window only if the count of odd numbers is less than equals to k. आई थॉट के बट ना मैंने चैलेंज लिया था 45 days का, मुझे वो भी कंप्लीट करना है एटलीस्ट इन 60 days. तो नाउ आई एम सॉल्विंग मोर प्रॉब्लम्स. आई वांट टू प्ले चेस. अच्छा ठीक है, आज के लिए इतना ही. वी हैव सॉल्व्ड अराउंड 4 problems and the remaining 4 problems we can solve tomorrow. And let's play chess. Will you play chess, Samir? Do you want to play chess? Time is already up. And we are not getting good reach today on my live stream. So let's play chess. We got 17 likes on today's live stream, but our live stream is not reaching out to more people. And also, we have solved 4 problems instead of just one that we had solved yesterday. And today, people are not joining. This is for today. Let's play chess now. It's enough for today. Chess. Is anyone interested in playing chess with me? वैसे टाइम भी हो गया है. लाइक आई सॉल्व 4 प्रॉब्लम्स. ठीक है अब. आई कांट सॉल्व ऑल द प्रॉब्लम्स इन वन डे, राइट? Even if I solve one single problem, that is enough for me. Although we have already solved four in today's session. Are you joining? Or should I start with a random person? यूनिवर्सिटी के वाईफाई से नहीं चलता चेस। अच्छा, एलपीयू। तो फोन के नेटवर्क से प्ले कर दो। अच्छा ठीक है, मैं रैंडम पर्सन के साथ खेलता हूँ। लेट्स गो। If anyone wants to join or play chess, can click on that link. Let me pin it. Pin. I'm starting with a random person with same rating. Why am I getting black pieces every time? Yesterday also I played two matches and I got black pieces. तुम लोग कुछ पूछ नहीं रहे हो, बात नहीं कर रहे हो, तो आई एम गेटिंग बोर्ड प्लेइंग सेम थिंग. Mistakes I am making. तुम ही बता दो कॉलेज लाइफ के बारे में. कॉलेज लाइफ इज अबाउट टू एंड and I am enjoying this phase after my college life. I did not enjoy my college life. हम्म, मेरे कहने का मतलब बस ये था कि मैंने कॉलेज लाइफ इतनी एंजॉय नहीं की है जितना मैं कॉलेज की आफ्टर लाइफ एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ। आफ्टर लाइफ। मेरी कॉलेज लाइफ बहुत एंजॉयबल नहीं थी, तो यू कैन प्रिडिक्ट व्हाट इट मींस। Hmm. I was depressed. मेरा कोई फ्रेंड नहीं था ना, इसलिए I was not studying. Seriously, bro, I'm not lying. मुस्कुराते पीछे का चेहरा। क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं? मुस्कुराते चेहरे के पीछे का राज मुझे भी नहीं पता, ब्रो। There are no raz. मैं ना पहले हकलाता था थोड़ा, इसलिए मुझसे कोई बात नहीं करता था। ये सब मुझे हटाना पड़ेगा। राहुल बिस इज बैक। यार मैं स्माइल नहीं कर सकता क्या? यू शुड बी हैप्पी एज वेल। नथिंग रॉन्ग। अच्छा, मैं अच्छा नहीं लगता क्या स्माइल करता हूँ तो? ये लाइव स्ट्रीम्स बड़ी अजीब होती हैं। वो नहीं बोल रहे भाई। क्या ही बोलूँ मैं? कुछ अच्छा पूछो। सम मिस्ट्रीज टाइप स्माइल। स्माइल। भाई मिस्ट्रीज तो बहुत सारी होती हैं। आई कांट रिवील ऑल माई मिस्ट्रीज ऑन माई लाइव स्ट्रीम। 128. Can you type at 128 words per minute? Some mysteries type smile है आपकी। अब से स्माइल नहीं करेंगे, राहुल भाई ने कहा। I have solved 4 problems today. आज डीएसए की 4 प्रॉब्लम्स कर दी हैं। हम्म, हम्म, हम्म। Yes, you are very late. बट आज की लाइव स्ट्रीम में रीच नहीं गई, मुझे बुरा लग रहा है। Why? क्या बुरा लग रहा है ब्रो? Why do I fumble? so much. व्यूज नहीं आया ना बट लाइक्स ज्यादा हैं आज. आई डोंट नो हाउ. ओ शिट, ये गलती कर बैठा. Oopsie, oopsie, poo. वजीर तो गया. इसका मेरा मेरा. One 46 and 18 likes to डेटा टाइपिंग. अच्छा, डेटा टाइप टाइप कास्टिंग होता है. टाइप कास्टिंग का मतलब होता है एक डेटा टाइप से दूसरे डेटा टाइप में कन्वर्ट करना किसी भी वैल्यू को. यस, समीर इज राइट. छोटे बकेट से बड़े बकेट में डालना वैल्यू को. कैरेक्टर में चेंज नहीं होता ब्रो. जो न्यूमेरिकल, हाँ मतलब कैरेक्टर में भी चेंज हो जाता है बट टाइप कास्टिंग बेसिकली सिमिलर डेटा टाइप्स में होती है. जैसे इंट टू. आज टेस्ट था मेरा. कौन सा टेस्ट था ब्रो? हियर इज द चेक. ऐसे ही वाला. ओके. इंट फ्लोट डबल. ये सारे डेटा स्ट्रक्चर के कन्वर्जन को बोलते हैं। बीस में से 8.5 मार्क्स आए। ऑटो बॉक्सिंग कहते हैं शायद इसको। implicit explicit ऑनलाइन लाइव रैंडम प्लेयर है। क्या कह रहा हूँ मैं? इट्स नॉट अ बॉट। टाइम आउट ही हो जाएगा। Now checkmate. Move it, move it, move it. Time out. ठीक है, I am ending the live stream here. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining. And good night. Okay. Thank you, Rahul. Bye bye. We'll see you tomorrow. चेस खेलना है क्यों नहीं ब्रो, लेट्स प्ले। व्हाई नॉट, एक मैच और खेल लेते हैं। राहुल अपनी स्ट्रीम को डे 1 से देख रहा है, राइट? राहुल बिस्ट। कितने सब्सक्राइबर थे जब राहुल आया था पहली बार? क्यों राहुल? ज्वाइन करो जल्दी, then we'll start playing one last match and then we will sleep. सुबह जल्दी उठना है। 37 या 100 के बीच। Now we are on 100, 800। ज्वाइन करो जल्दी। राहुल, टॉप चेक क्या दिख रहा है? आज तो बहुत जोर की नींद आ रही है। I'm already tired. क्या? ओ, कितनी गलतियां कर रहा हूँ मैं। Oops. I'm gone now. मेट है इस बार। ऑलरेडी मेट था। हम्म, पूरा गेम खराब हो गया। गेम खेल रहा हूँ। पढ़ाई लिखाई कर ली मैंने। हाँ। हम्म। Okay. Game is completed. ओके दिस वाज इट कल फिर खेलते हैं राहुल बहुत अच्छा खेला वैसे एज कंपेयर टू योर रेटिंग यू प्लेड रियली वेल थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग गाइस एंड बाय बाय गुड नाइट सी यू टुमारो